The liver is the heaviest organ in our body. And the weight of the liver even exceeds the weight of the heart by about 1.5 times. It contains as many as 3 million cells and they perform as many as 500 biochemical processes. And the fact that the liver is our filter and detoxification organ, I think you already know well. But what is the key to a healthy liver? Of course, our food. And in this video I have collected those foods that are very useful for her, which the liver just loves, and which must be included in your diet. So watch the video to the end, it will be very interesting, useful and delicious. The number one product that our liver loves is pumpkin. The liver is generally very fond of fruits with red and orange flesh, and the pumpkin in them stands apart. And the fact is that pumpkin contains such a very rare vitamin T, hardly many of us have heard about this vitamin, but nevertheless it is extremely important for our liver. Because it really helps to digest heavy food and unloads our body. The next item is kelp. They also say sea cabbage, although formally it is in general it is not cabbage, but it is a kind of algae. So that's why we are interested in kelp. The fact is that it consists of 5% alginic acid, and this substance is a natural utilizer of harmful chemicals. So it binds with itself a number of active compounds and even heavy metals. Thus, alginic acid helps our liver to carry out detoxification processes of the body very well. The next item is dried apricots. As I have already said, the liver is very fond of almost all fruits with orange pulp, and dried apricots, of course, are no exception. In principle, it is generally better to replace all sweets with dried fruits, if you have a sweet tooth. So, what's more interesting, a recent study showed that taking dried apricots can reduce the risk of liver cancer. Moreover, it turned out that dried apricots contain a number of phenolic components, which will be a good counteraction to the so-called metabolic syndrome, which causes obesity and provokes systemic microinflammation in the body. These phenolic components also have a beneficial effect on our cholesterol profile. The next item is grapefruit. And it is very useful for our liver, as it contains a whole cocktail of antioxidants, as well as vitamin C and pectin. Moreover, grapefruit contains carotenoids. They are very good elements for the restoration of our liver cells. Grapefruit will also contribute to the prevention of liver cancer and help detoxification processes. Let's move on. Broccoli. Broccoli is actually a superfood. This is one of the most useful products that are only on our store shelves. Broccoli helps to neutralize toxins very well, and glycosides and mustard oil, which is contained in broccoli, very healthy stimulates the activity of our liver. Moreover, a number of studies show that broccoli is probably the best food for the prevention of cancer not only of the liver, but in general. Let's move on. Dairy products. But here it is worth making a reservation, not just packaged milk from a supermarket, it is most likely not the best product, and preference should be given to kefir, fermented baked milk or yogurt. And of course, natural yogurt and ryazenka. Because if we just buy yogurt in a store, then most likely the technology of its manufacture was designed for mass production, and not for good in any way. The most optimal thing, of course, is to cook your own yogurt and kefir at home. You can do this on the windowsill, or use a yogurt maker, then someone will get used to it. But now, in fact, it is not a problem to buy dry starter culture in the same store for the manufacture of this product, to fall asleep in pasteurized, not ultra-pasteurized, but simply pasteurized, as they say in a simple way, into live milk and get a real useful product in a day. So, real high-quality fermented baked milk, yogurt and kefir will contribute to detoxification, relieving the load from the liver and improving its work. We should also mention vitamins and other micronutrients, which are very useful for our liver. So, it will be vitamin A. I have already briefly talked about it, but in general it is necessary to understand that any product rich in vitamin A will be useful for our liver, and it will be contained in red and orange fruits. So apricot, bell pepper, beetroot, carrot, pumpkin and so on are used. The next item is vitamin E, a very powerful antioxidant that has a very beneficial effect on our liver. And you can find it in various cereals, in vegetable oil and in fatty varieties of fish. There is also a lot of vitamin E in such a nut as hazelnuts. The next item is riboflavin, or as they say vitamin B2. It can be found in beets, panati, as well as peaches and pears. Omega-3 fatty acids. I often talk about their beneficial effect. And they also have a very good effect on the liver, as well as on our immune system and nervous system and cholesterol profile. Where can I find them? Of course, first of all it is fatty fish. Omega-3 is also found in flaxseed oil, or in chia seed oil. Another good portion is contained in walnuts. And lipoic acid is also a very useful element for our liver. You can find it in high-quality dairy products, as well as in beef and spinach. And if you liked this video, then like and subscribe to my channel. See you later.